What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Dan here. I want to welcome you guys to yet another game update. Today is March 1st, 2019. I almost said February, but February's done. Guys, February's in the books. And that's crazy. I'm looking outside right now. There might be a lot of glare on my face right now. I do apologize for that. But outside, the sun is shining. The snow is melting. It's a good sign. It's a great sign. So I'm excited because I don't really like the winter. I like it for few things, but I don't like the cold. I definitely like being outside. I definitely like being on, on my bike and like motorbike and my cars, I love this kind of weather for that. You get to hang out with more people. But either way, that's besides the point. Right now, what we've got going on is, of course, the game update for the start of the first spring month, I like to say. Obviously, it's not going to be perfectly hot for the next little bit, but we've got some stuff here this month. And originally, it wasn't looking like it was going to be a super busy month. And to be honest, it still really isn't, but there's a lot of stuff, at least every little while, and some stuff I'm contemplating. I haven't fully decided if I wanted to pull the trigger on it yet, but I'll let you guys kind of help me decide that. Let's start things off though. First thing we've got on the agenda is a game called Left Alive. It comes out on the 5th. I have inquired about getting a code for that one. I'm not sure how that game's gonna fare. It's probably nothing really to write home about, but I figured, you know what? Not a whole lot going on during that time. I figured I'd ask for it and see what happens. That game is still up in the air, though. I'm not sure if I'm really gonna complete or do it at all, but I figured I'd throw that out there to give you guys an idea of some stuff that we could do. Try something else, the lesser known titles. Maybe you get a little golden gem. Sometimes that happens, right? Also, I'd say one of the bigger releases this month comes out March 8th, and that is Devil May Cry 5. We haven't had a Devil May Cry game since DMC Devil May Cry, which was a reboot. Most people didn't like that game because it changed the way, everything was, and they're like, oh, I don't like this version, and it's just, yeah, it didn't do that well. The gameplay was still good, but the story was what people didn't like. However, this is the next series. This follows Devil May Cry 4, which has been, God, when did that game come out? I don't even remember, but it's been a long time since Devil May Cry 4 actually came out. So it's awesome that we get a new one. I've seen some gameplay. It looks absolutely fantastic, and I'm looking forward to that game a hell of a lot. So you'll be seeing that one on March 8th or earlier if I get a promo code or a review code or whatever. Hopefully I do, because I'd love to get a head start on that bad boy. Coming out on the 15th, we have The Division 2. Now, I did buy the Collector's Edition. I haven't been getting as many Collector's Editions for a couple reasons. Number one, there's fewer of them than there used to be. Number two, you have to act on them so damn fast these days. And so a lot of the ones I wanted, like for example, the Resident Evil 2 Remake Collector's Edition, I really wanted that one, but I couldn't find it anywhere because it was a statue of Leon. I thought that was dope, but I couldn't get my hand on it. And so I remember pre-ordering a Division 2 and getting a collector's edition. It's like one of the I think it's the Ubisoft Store exclusive. So I don't remember which version. I know there's a couple. You can have a female or a male statue. I don't remember which one I've got, but I will be doing an unboxing for that, and I will be getting an early copy of that. But since it's an online game, servers might not be up, so I don't really know how that's gonna work. Like sometimes I've had online Ubisoft games before, and they have given you promos and they let you have the game early. But usually they're like, well, servers won't be up till this day, so it might not do you any good kind of thing. So that's something to keep in mind as we go about it. So, and the thing about Division 2, I'm worried I'm not going to like it as much as I did with, it's going to be too similar to Division 1. Division 1 was very kind of simplified, very simplified. And so far from what I've played, Division 2 feels similar, but I don't know. We'll try it out. We'll give it its fair shake, and it could end up surprising me. All right, now this next game, I kind of forgot about it, but I didn't. I remember seeing it at E3 and being like, whoa, that looks dope. But I didn't realize it was coming out this month until I double checked. And that, of course, is Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. That bad boy comes out on the 22nd. Again, I'm going to try and get myself a review code. I might be able to. I do have an Activision contact, so I'll give that a shot and see what I can do. But that game is coming out around the 22nd, so we can kind of get an idea as to when I'll be playing that bad boy for you guys. So that's something to look forward to as well. God, this really is starting to stack up to be a busy month. And then this is a big one as well, guys. The Walking Dead Final Season, Episode 4, Take Us Back. Very, very long-awaited, anticipated. We probably would have had this bad boy done a while ago, but due to the issue with Telltale, I'm just glad we're getting some closure on this one, and that's supposed to be the end of The Walking Dead. you know, the Telltale 1 versions of The Walking Dead. That's going to be the last episode, and we're going to ring that bad boy out. It's going to be it. That's how we're going to finish it. Clementine's story is going to be done, and that's how we're going to finish. But is there going to be more? Probably. But I just think that, because they always say that, I just feel like it depends on the success of it. They wouldn't be able to put too many things to bed. So anyway, that's coming out on the 26th. Now this one I kind of added last minute, like really last minute, and it is the last thing in the month as well. I talked to you guys a little while ago. I pulled some of you on Twitter, you know, in the YouTube community tab and all that. I basically was like, hey, what do you think about me covering more sports games? I know a lot of people like the sports content on my channel, whether it be wrestling games, fighting games like UFC, NBA, NHL, doesn't matter. They seem to be people seem to like them. So I figured, maybe I should try some other things. And coming out on the 26th is MLB The Show 19. Now people always ask me, Dan, why don't you play MLB like The Show or anything like that in the past? I've never been a massive fan of baseball, but I can appreciate the sport, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think baseball is like boring per se. I've just never really, I don't know, it's just not for me. There's other sports that I prefer. But the show is one of the better of the sports franchises from what I've understood. It's not like any of EA sports games where they're just riddled with microtransactions. I'm sure there are some, but it's not the focus like EA's are. Like EA's Madden and NHL, let's be honest, they're very much shells of their former selves at this point. But I don't know, maybe I thought it'd be something different, try it out, maybe include it into the yearly rotation of sports games that I do here on the channel. You guys gotta let me know that one for sure. You really gotta let me know. I might try it, I might like go and get it and try it out, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna continue it. I just definitely want to start a reception, see if people actually like to see that, because I know my knowledge in baseball isn't what it would be compared to my NHL or my NBA. Or like my UFC or WWE or any of that. I have knowledge in those things. Whereas MLB, you know, baseball, I don't have as much knowledge. You know, I know certain professional players. I know like a lot of the legends, things like that. But that's about the extent of it. I know how the game's played. I know the rules, that sort of thing. But I just don't want to make it seem like I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I want to give off the right image. So, but again, you won't know until you start, right? And then if you start learning from there, it's just like any other game if you first play. You just got to get into it, and then eventually you'll be a lot better at it, and then you never know. It could really have fun with that one. I guess we'll have to see. But either way, guys, that is going to be it for this game update. Now, obviously, all the games that are currently on the go are still on the go. Like the Grand Tour game, that thing is still going until that season is over. That's a 13-week season, so a few months of that, a few more episodes going on. Obviously, other sports games are still going on. Like I said, NBA is still going down. Getting closer to the end of my first season with that bad boy, though. But we're spending a lot of time getting stuff done, so I'm excited about that. I've got other stuff I want to do as well. I've got a couple of downtime games that I have like a bunch lined up in my head, and I know what I want. But I figured I'd wait. I'm not going to mention them because I don't know when I'd do them. Because a lot of people like know that I've said I was going to do KOTOR 2 remastered or like modded or whatever. I still plan on doing that, but that's going to be a summer game. And some people are like, Dan, you said you do it in May. I never said I'd do it in May at all. I never once said that. Some people said you did it in March, April. I'm like, no, I didn't. I said when I had time, which is most likely in the summer. So I don't want to, that's why I don't say these downtime games. That's why I don't say when I'm doing them, because you never know what could happen, right? So I got a few, like I said, I know for a fact that KOTOR 2 modded is going to happen in the summer sometime, but there's other games that are shorter that I definitely want to play when there's more downtime. I know for a fact that April's looking pretty grim. There's like bleak, there's like nothing there. May, there's not much looking there. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And maybe if there's time in between games this month, maybe I'll slip one or two of those games in. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What game are you looking forward to the most this month? If I missed anything, let me know, of course. And of course, I'm referring to games released in March, guys. People seem to misunderstand that the game update, even though I post it monthly, they think it's about anything. It's like, well, why aren't you going to do WWE 2K20? I'm like, okay, yeah, but that probably won't come out until October. Like, you know what I mean? Like, well, obviously I'm gonna do WWE 2K. I do this every year, but you know what I mean, right? Like, it's that kind of thing. So it's just for games of the month of March. Just reiterating that. So anyway, of course, anything you know in the comments below. Obviously, be sure to like, follow my pages on social media if you haven't yet. Facebook.com/DanQ8000 for all my live streams and other exclusive content as well. My Twitter @DanQ8000, Snapchat DanQ8000, Instagram DanQ8000 as well. If you want to get a shirt or hoodie, link in the description. If you want to save 10% off your next DX Racer, link in the description. Be sure to use the promo code DanQ8000 at checkout. All right, guys, thank you so much again. Take it easy, have a fantastic day. I'll be seeing you soon for more content, but until then, let's hand things over to Knox Hill. Have a good one, guys.
Who's the man with the plan? If you feel trouble, wildin' wild on these violent ends, hit you 8,000. Wait a minute, hold that style, it's dialed in. Goddamn Billy Jack, we still riding, tires flat. I hear them sirens, see shots flying, so we driving, fire back. If they ain't vibing, lie with that. Got me dressed up in all black. What up? Hood up, and I see them haters try to run with us. They gon' need inhalers. Gotta breathe them hard, just like Darth Vader. Players, grab your respirators. Night invaders get lightsabered. Mask on for the shooters, move like trash to bed intruder. Got that Glock and got them woofers. Just press play, I'll keep it moving. Who is Knox Hill, you damn fools? Keep it fresh like canned food. There ain't nothing we can't do, so tune into that DanQ. Yeah. It was never, ever a game.